In this activity, we'll be creating a program that utilizes standard library functionality. Once you're ready, start up Visual Studio Code and we'll get started. Once Visual Studio Code loads, navigate to your Activities directory. We are on Activity 17, so double-click on A17. Once the activity file loads, review the topic and program requirements. Attempt to implement a solution on your own with the video paused. Once completed, resume the video and I will demonstrate my implementation as well as provide insights to the activity topic. Alright, let's get started. This activity topic is about browsing the standard library documentation. The requirements are simply to print a string in lowercase and uppercase. Our notes indicate that we need to utilize standard library functionality to transform the string to uppercase and lowercase. We can use the rustup doc command in order to open up the standard library docs. We should navigate to the API documentation section and then search for functionality that can help us. We're given some keywords to try, to uppercase and to lowercase. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up a terminal by going to Terminal, New Terminal. I'll type in rustup doc to open up the standard library documentation. Once the documentation loads, I'm going to navigate to the API documentation section. The API documentation section can be searched directly in the search box, or you can click here to go to the homepage. Once I'm in the standard library documentation, I'm going to search for the uppercase and lowercase functionality. Our notes indicate that we can search for to_uppercase, so I'm going to search for that first. Here we have multiple results for to uppercase. We want to work with strings, so I'm going to use the str link. Once it's clicked, it will automatically navigate to the to uppercase function, so we can see that it returns the uppercase equivalent of this string slice as a new string. And here we have some usage examples. If we take an existing string that's assigned to this s variable, we can use s.toUppercase to get a uppercase version. Now that we know how to use it, we can go back to our program and utilize it. I'll create a new string. I'll call it my string, and I'll just say, this is my string. I will then print it out first in uppercase. So here we're calling the toUppercase function on the my string. The uppercase version will then be placed into our debug token and printed out as uppercase. We also need to find the toLowercase function in order to print it out in lowercase. We can see in the documentation that the toLowercase function is right next to the toUppercase function, and it operates exactly the same. I'm going to copy this line and just change this to lowercase. I also change this to all caps here. That way we know whether or not the lowercase and uppercase functions are working properly within our program. Let's run this and see what happens. We can run the program with cargo run -q --bin. We are on activity 17, so type in A17. And here we have uppercase, and the string has been transformed to all uppercase. And here we have lowercase, where the string has been transformed to all lowercase. In this activity, we covered basic searching of standard library functionality. Remember that there is a ton of functionality that's included within the standard library, and it's good to browse it to find new functionality. Using standard library functionality will allow you to rapidly create new programs without needing to create everything from scratch. This concludes the activity. I'll see you in the next presentation.